Hey guys, long time no see. Just wanted to check in and let you know how things are going. I am sitting currently at the Board of Education. I have to get my picture taken today. This is fun. Oddly enough, this is my third picture that I've had to have taken. My first picture was so that I could be presented to the board and, approved. My second picture was for my badge, which I had done yesterday. And then today is for some supervisory board meeting something. No idea. I was just told I had to be here at 8 o'clock this morning for a picture. So here I am. I have been a terrible, terrible Weight Watcher all summer. I will say this, I have enjoyed my summer. I'm up about 3 pounds. I started the summer at 175. My goal was to be, I'm moving you a little bit, sorry. My goal was to be 160 anything, like 169 would have been awesome. But I never made it to 160 anything. In fact, I made it to 182 at one point, I think. And now I'm back down to 178. So I am starting intermittent fasting again. I'm trying to do the 16 hours. It's not always working, but it's doing pretty well. I've started my new job. I am an assistant principal now. It's been one day, and it's been pretty intense. Kids aren't back yet, so obviously it's a lot of planning for next school year, which has been fun. I love my new team. I'm looking forward to the school year. It's just a lot, like I said, right now, it's just a lot of hoops that I'm kind of jumping through to get, just so I can work, sign this, come here, do this. Yesterday I was at the board as well, and I was doing benefits and badges and contracts and things like that. So it's a lot, but we're getting it done. I will be out of here, hopefully. It's only actually 7:35. I can never trust traffic coming in this direction, so I will be getting my picture done and then heading to my school. Today I brought my own lunch. Yesterday I didn't bring lunch because I had to leave the building to come here at 12 or 11:30. So I figured I would stop and eat if I was hungry. I ended up not being really hungry. I stopped and got, no, I didn't stop and get anything. I figured I would stop and get anything if I wanted something, but I had a Built Bar with me. And then last night we went to the diner and I had I had French fries, but I had a cup of chicken noodle soup and a house salad with shrimp on top. So I did really well yesterday, which showed on the scale this morning. So I was happy with that. I'm still taking my probiotic because this summer I didn't take it regularly, and it was obvious. So I'm back to taking that. I use an emergency probiotic. It's like you put it in water, and it's like packets, and you put it in water. Works really well for me, but it does take a couple of days to kick in. I'm sorry that I keep changing hands, but I told you guys I did buy a new car. And I have not found a mount that works in this car, which is why you're not getting very many videos. But I did want to check in. I am back to, like I said, I'm back to intermittent fasting. I have recommitted. I've hit that reset button, guys. A lot of what I did this summer, it started as one thing and became something else. Originally in the summer, if you guys know, I have been on the quest to become an assistant principal for many years. There was a lot of politics involved in positions like this, and at one point I had decided it just wasn't the right time for me. Not that I was giving up, but it wasn't the right time for me to do it, and I ended up not. I just said, I'm not going to do it this summer. I'm not going to go and I'm not going to go to any of the conferences. I'm not going to do any of that kind of thing. I'm just going to enjoy my summer. I'm going to lay by the pool. I'm going to eat and eat fruit and drink water and get myself together and do yoga, blah, blah, blah. And then because I've been in this county's pool as well, But I got very few interviews because they messed up my paperwork, and I didn't know that until recently. I just thought that they weren't, big on interviewing out of county people. Well, then this summer I got 9 interviews. So I was at this Board of Education at this building 9 different times. I felt like I had an office here. So that's the way it works. I had decided I'm just not doing it. So there was a little bit of, laying by the pool and eating whatever I wanted. May have been a little bit of, what's the word? I don't want to say stress eating, but like emotional eating, I guess. Where, I felt like I was giving up a dream, or at least postponing a dream. And I was even on Pinterest, like finding things like, how do you know when it's time to give up on a career goal? Like that kind of thing. And then funny story. I don't know if I told you guys this yet. We went away. We went to the beach, and I got an email to come for a job interview. We were at the time of the summer when things have to be, you have to know things. Like assistant principals need to be assigned, right? So I only had like 2 days notice. So I couldn't cancel my beach trip. Luckily, the beach is only 2 hours away, so we drove down the first day, which was a Monday. We drove back Tuesday morning. I went to my interview, and then, like I said, because they're so under the gun, or we're so under the gun, they said, we'll be in touch within, like, the next 2 hours. So I've heard that before, and then at the end of the 2 hours, I get the phone call that says, sorry, no thanks, right? So I wasn't really sure. I thought the interview went, I'm sorry, my hand is hurting. I thought that the interview went really well, but I had even been called at one point and told basically that I got the job. I was just waiting to hear from, HR or whatever, and then called back and said, no, you didn't get it. So, I wasn't real sure. So when I got back in the car with Norm, he said, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to drive home? We can hang out for 2 hours. And if you don't hear anything, we'll head back. What do you want me to do? I was so flustered. I was just kind of over it. Like, I wasn't even going to interview anymore. And I said to him, I said, you know what? I said, just head back to the beach. I said, they're not going to call. Head back to the beach. I got like 2 exits down the highway, and they called and asked me to come back. So I came back in. I met with this. They knew I was in Ocean City. I was very honest. Like I told them, I was like, I'm headed back to the beach. I came back to just have this interview kind of thing. And believe it or not, I think that was kind of a selling point. So then they called me. I went back in. I interviewed with like their regional or whatever, their superintendent. And then last night or 2 nights ago, I came in and I got my board approval. So I am currently working, but that's a long story. Ooh. So anyway, what started the summer out as maybe stress eating and maybe even eating to feel a little bit sorry for myself turned into celebratory eating. I got the position. Let's go out and eat. Let's go out and have a drink. Let's go away for the weekend and don't count when you're on vacation and blah, blah, blah. And my vacations have been so sporadic, like a day here and a day there. Oh my gosh, guys, my arm is hurting. Like a day here and a day there. I'm going to move you a minute, see if this helps at all. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. So my vacations have been like a day here and a day there. So I would go like a week and do really well, and then I wouldn't count for 2 days or something. So, like I said, I've been a terrible Weight Watcher. I haven't done great on water this summer, although it's all I've really drank if I'm home. When I go out, I don't drink water. I don't like the taste of water in restaurants. Is that weird? Anyway, I digress. I just wanted to check in. I do have to go in and get my picture taken and then go to work. I just wanted to tell you guys the reason you're not getting a lot of videos from me are a couple of things. Number one, we're not eating at home again. Yes, big, huge problem. Got to get back on that. Today with me, I have some pretzels and PB2. I have a Built Bar and I have some watermelon, and I do have a salad. I doubt I'll eat the salad, but I did bring it with me. Luckily my principal, this is great. My principal does intermittent fasting too. So I won't eat till she eats, and then I'll kind of be on track. But yeah, so I haven't had a lot to show you food-wise because it hasn't been good. You know, no one on Weight Watchers I ever see comes on and says, here's the giant pizza I'm about to eat. Here's the Chinese food I'm about to eat. Here's the chicken tenders I'm about to eat, all in one day, you know. So nobody wants to see that. And I know sometimes bad food is a trigger. So, you know, I didn't want to show that either. So I am set up for a successful day today. We'll see what happens. I did well yesterday. Yesterday was Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. Monday, not so much. But that's okay because, you know, you do every day. Every day is different, and you do the best you can the very next meal. Like, that's how I've always seen this journey. I've had people ask me if I'm still on Weight Watchers because I don't appear to be losing anymore. And yes, I am still on Weight Watchers, and I'm not losing. In fact, like I said, I'm up 3 pounds. I don't think anybody can see that. But I do intend to go down further. I think this job is going to keep me busy, and that's going to help. But you know, the celebration's over. It's time to work now. And that means everywhere in my life. That means Weight Watchers. It means my job. It means everything. And, you know, for those of you who have asked, about me and sent me messages, I am really, really happy. At this point, I feel like I've gotten, everything I've really wanted in the last couple of years. I've been truly blessed, and I'm very excited to see where this year goes. And I hope that it's, I want it to be challenging. I want it to be tough as far as my job. But I also want it to be rewarding, and it, you know, and I think I need to keep myself healthy for that. And step one is Weight Watchers and keeping myself on track. So, with that, I'm going to go, and I have about 10 more minutes before I have to be in. I may watch a Weight Watchers video or two, which I haven't really kept up on. So I will see you guys soon, and I hope you guys are staying on plan.